Okay, so you got your foam roller, you're feeling just generally tight and you kind of want to move around. Try this little sequence. We're going to kind of start from the back and try to move our way down through the legs, okay? First thing I'll do is I'll take that foam roller, place it down on the ground, and then what I'll do is have you lie on the roller on kind of your mid-back area. If we just go ahead and reach around and give ourselves a nice big hug, it kind of pulls our shoulder blades out of the way. And if we need to and we want to support our head, we can even do that with one hand as we kind of, again, give ourselves a one-armed hug here. And all I'm going to do is just try to roll back and forth with my butt just off the ground, using my legs. And I can go up into that like inner scap area. And if I go down, maybe down just below the shoulder blades, if I get too far down to those bottom ribs, it can get a little sticky down here. So this is usually kind of that upper level of where things kind of feel comfortable. If we want to pause here, we can even take both hands behind our head and kind of gently arch over. We can even arch and rotate a little bit to just mobilize those ribs and see if we can increase that twisting tolerance. If we get those ribs moving, we might even be able to breathe a little bit better. That's kind of nice, right? Okay, so that'd be number one. Number two is actually going to have you lie on this thing from your butt down on one end and your head down on the other. So a lot of times I'll say like from head to tail. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lie down with our palms up, arms out straight. And what we're going to try to do is these little angel arms. And all I'm trying to do, if you guys have ever done a snow angel, it's very similar. Except what I want to try to do is see if I can keep my fingertips on the ground the whole time. So assuming that this isn't painful, I just want to see if I can bring this up, keep those hands on the ground, and come all the way up as far up as I feel comfortable going, and back down. A lot of times here, if I get kind of into a sticky place because those pecs are tight and maybe I'm just sitting at the office too much, or maybe did too many push-ups the day before, whatever it might be, can I just hang out right here? It's like, oh, that's tight. And can I just breathe into my belly? And really just like let gravity do the heavy lifting here and trying to pull you down and just let those tissues gently relax and lengthen. It's fantastic, okay? So again, maybe about a minute or two here would be fine. Next, I'll take you through the leg portion of this. So take that foam roller, turn it to the side. This is everybody's favorite. I'm going to kind of do this kind of like a rotisserie. So for the IT band, we want to do this on our side. That IT band runs from the side of our pelvis all the way down to the outside of our knee. Now, we have some bony points here, down here and on the side of my knee. Don't roll on top of those. You're literally pinching like a little bit of tissue between a hard place, which is that bone, and a firm roll. So nothing good's going to come out of that. So I'll tell people to stay on the meat of your thigh, and that's okay. I'll support myself with my two hands and this opposite leg, and all I'm going to do is roll back and forth. And if you find something that's really tender, you can just kind of pause there, take a breath in and out of your belly, that's fine. But we just want to see, can we gently and generally kind of move through there. About 30 to 60 seconds at any one spot is fine. From here, the cool thing is we can just flip right over, and I can go right into getting that quad on that one thigh. Now, most people will do this kind of like this. I'm not a huge fan, because what I'll actually do is pull this up, this non-involved leg up. That actually protects my back. And then I can roll that quad. If I want to do it a little bit more, what I'll even do is go ahead and bend that knee, which increases the tension across the front side of that quad. And then it's a little bit more effective, which is kind of nice. I'm going to then show you on my other leg. To then get the inside of the thigh, we can actually go more like this and just try to roll back and forth and try to get some of these muscles. These adductors are often neglected. These are super important too. And if you've been doing some squatting, you might even feel some tenderness, some soreness through there. That's okay. Then let's get you here. And again, you can do one leg at a time. So in this video, my right leg is going to be on the ground. I'm going to pull that left leg out straight. Weight is on my hands, and I'm going to go up and down that hamstring. I can roll that leg in and get that inner hamstring. I can roll that leg out and get that outer hamstring. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of my upper thigh, so all 360 around it. Now we'll get into that calf. And what I'll have you do is we can just start with just some gentle pressure through that whole calf. If that's too easy, you can take that other leg and cross it over. I like pulling the toes back towards me because again, it puts a little bit more tension on that tissue, and that's fine. I get the inside of my calf, I can get the outside of my calf, I can kind of roll things around. Same thing, do it on both sides. Then here's kind of a novel one, but kind of fun, is trying to get these muscles here. So these oft neglected muscles as well. If you just go straight down on the front of the shin, doesn't always feel that great. So you kind of want to roll slightly to the outside of the thigh. I'm going to point my toe down and roll that thing back and forth. Now that doesn't need, it shouldn't be too much pressure, too much pain. Again, I don't want to be rolling down like my shin bone, but this meaty thing here kind of on the anterior lateral aspect. So just like that 45-degree angle, and try that. So we have now more or less covered our upper back, got a little bit of rotation in through there. We have covered our chest opener by doing our angel arms. We've gotten the legs, we've gotten the calves, we've even gotten the front of the shins. That's a nice little like full body relaxation, kind of reset in the middle of the day. If that's something before you do anything, any kind of activity, go for a jog, go for a workout, whatever it might be. But you can get some very good general tissue movement, some down regulation of your nervous system, even just like fluid movement. Fluid moves through our body and tissues and obviously in the blood system, right? Like our arteries deliver it, the veins bring it back, but also there's the lymphatic system that kind of flushes things out too. So as we're using this pressure and the rolling, it's definitely helping with that circulation as well. All good things, especially if you've been stuck on Zoom calls all day. So give that a try. If you have any questions or you want a specific program, let us know.